Hey guys, how's it going? This is a little different from the usual reaction video that we're usually trying to make here. I've been trying to film all morning, and it's like, what time is it now? It's like almost 2 o'clock, and I have an issue. I have a problem, and I've been trying to solve it for the past month. It's that I haven't practiced my rest stroke as much as I should have. Now it kind of sucks. And you know, I've been working for the past month, and something that I've done really recently is that I filed my I and M super short. Because I was finding that my M was hyperextending like that, or it was caving in. Because I think the nail was too long. So now I'm trying to play with more of that sort of technique. But I mean, as you can see, there's just a lot of work to be done for speed, especially. So, I feel like I know what a proper rest stroke should look like, but I'm really just looking for answers here. And I'm gonna find answers wherever I can find them. So, today's thesis: can we learn how to do a proper rest stroke from YouTube shorts? You know, YouTube shorts, that's what your kids are on and they're rotting their brains away. Can we learn something productive on it? Let's find out. Alright, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into this one. Rest stroke guitar. Alright, Guitar Cody, friend of the channel. Looks like you have a monopoly on the whole rest stroke shorts game. So that's good. Let's start with you. Now, I've been watching Guitar Cody, for a long time. He was actually one of the first people to ever, notice me. And he is famous to me for having a sick, nasty rest stroke scale. He can do rest strokes really well, really fast. That's something that stands out to me. And he's not shy to show that off. I know he definitely does that. Why guitarists can't read music. Alright, so practice rest stroke scales. Let's see. Promise, I've been working on rest stroke for a month, and I just recently changed my nails, so I just feel like I lost so much. But I do think that this is the way that I should go. I mean, you always hear in master classes, it was in the last one with the Roland Dines, where he's like, your nails are too long. And it's are they? Okay. I kind of did that to myself. But there's something with filing your nails where, you just file them and you sort of feel I don't know, a woman celebrity who's in the public eye for, a little longer than she's comfortable with, and she just starts, let's just start cutting this hair, and then you're eventually left with nothing, and you're just wishing you could go back to before you did that. That's how I feel with my I and M right now. I do like the way you're playing these scales, because it looks like you're going all around the fretboard. I've been doing this technique for 2 days now, where I'm not letting this finger flex nearly as much. I'm trying to just keep it not rigid per se, but I like how my index is. Because before it would do this, like that, for every single stroke, and it just, obviously there was an issue there. And I had issues. I mean, I have issues, you know that. I'm not using a metronome. When my rest stroke is uneven like that, it makes me feel stupid. I feel like a dumb person. That's why I need to work on my rest stroke, so I can feel smart. Well, that was a cool scale exercise, Cody. Thanks for that one. Oh my goodness.
When you practice your scales, play them rest stroke. Having a solid...
Facts. That's what we're trying to do here. This is just a rest stroke echo chamber. He's just search rest stroke. He's practice your rest strokes. It's yeah, dude, yeah.
Rest stroke is a vital element for any classical guitarist because it adds character and depth to your music. Rest stroke.
So it adds character and depth to your music. It's not, I can't do it. So many issues, man. See, the thing is, I've done that for a month, and I was working with 130 at max, a sloppy 130, but 100 felt really solid. Now with that new fix in my rest stroke, I can barely do 80 with 16th notes, and that's just the process of changing your technique. But the thing is, when you know that there's something wrong with your technique, it should make you sick to keep doing it, and you just have to, you're gonna sound worse for a while, and you're not gonna be as good for a while, but it's necessary. So I don't know, I mean, what have we learned so far? Confirmation, we are on the right track practicing our rest strokes. Thank you, Cody. I feel like I'm doing the right thing.
What's the difference between a rest stroke and a free stroke?
Is this a joke? Is this a setup for a joke?
Rest stroke is whenever the finger, when it plays through the string, it comes to rest on the next string.
I get it now. Oh my god, is that why it's called that?
A free stroke is whenever it comes up into the air. It's
And it like travels freely past the string.
free as a bird.
I'm as free as a bird. Guys, play Freebird rest stroke.
And so that's the difference between rest stroke and free stroke. They have different sounds. They can emulate, you can actually get most of the sound from a free stroke.
Oh, he's a free stroker in nature. He says you can get most of the sound from a free stroke. What can you get from a rest stroke though? This is how we can tell who he is.
If you're just starting out and working on your technique, just learning this instrument, free stroke will work 100% of the time.
Oh, okay. Rest stroke, that's for the elite few. For the unwashed masses, free stroke is good.
Think of rest stroke as more of an effect, more of a specific sound, and you can play without it. A lot of great players don't use rest stroke at all. And
Wow. We learned from Cody that it adds character and depth. We learned from Classical Guitar Shed Man that like some people don't even do it. All right, what I would like is a short that gives us like some specific instruction because I really just want to clarify like on just the fine technical details. Let's keep going. What? Sounded like the beginning of my fugue for a second. So, I mean, I don't mean to critique this random person on the internet who's like, you know, just, this is their practice log, essentially. They're doing what I do. But I'm seeing that knuckle fold thing. When that happens, why I don't like it is that you're giving up control because you're sort of relying on the, like, flexibility of, like, a joint. You know what I mean? Instead of keeping it rigid and relying on the pressure that's generated from up here, you now have to, like, put adequate pressure to, like, bend it like that. And you don't really have control over that. That's why, I don't know, I've been doing that for a while, and I'm just seeing now that it, like, what I'm doing now seems more stable. So that'd be one thing I would say to her. Like, maybe take a look at that. Also, get a classical guitar. I would do that too.
So that's how you get the most aggressive sounding pick attacks. By using that technique called rest stroke, your pick is gonna lay on the next string that you play, giving you that extra attack. With a downstroke, it would sound like this, rather than like that. And with an upstroke, it would sound like this.
Pretty similar.
That.
Alright, we're getting pretty off topic. So rest stroke with a pick, eh? Yeah, I do that when I am using a pick. Not related. Maybe I should type in, like, specifically classical guitar. Oh, Cody, you really are the rest stroke man. True monopoly. It's crazy. God, so beautiful, so clean. This is more just like showing off your sick rest stroke. Oh my god, can't go that fast yet. Probably as fast as I can go right now with that. I guess, I mean, I feel like my rest stroke technique is like enough where I can build to 130 over time. I just set it in my calendar. You didn't see it because I cut it out because I didn't want you to see the other stuff in my calendar. I'm going to make an update video on rest stroke in 1 month from now with this new technique because I feel that I made a lot of progress with my old technique in a month, but I'm just losing so much now. And you know what? This will be a good goal right here. 130 BPM. That's a really solid rest stroke. Do you have any faster ones? Hold on, let's see. Classical guitar for everyone. More like classical guitar for the elite few, am I right?
What people think is hard in classical guitar.
Hey, I mean, that's like kind of hard. Wow, I don't think I've tremoloed on this guitar yet. This new guitar. Yeah, you guys better be sweating. That's the easy thing. Let's see what the hard thing actually is.
What really is hard
Dude, facts. We don't have very much money, do we? Hey, speaking of that, you want to make me money? Go head on down over to Rootin's Delight, pick yourself up a shirt or a sweatshirt. Check out these Soar shirts, aren't they dope? You can also become a member and I'll answer your classical guitar questions or your personal questions. If you're paying me, I'll answer any question you got. How else can you give me money? Oh yeah, you can get guitar lessons from me. That's an option too. We haven't learned much about technique, but we have gotten different scale exercises to do, which these are pretty similar from like my usual thing. Like, I'm a big fan of just 3-note per string scales. That's like literally as fast as I can go right now, keeping it clean. I'll work on it. See, the thing is, you're seeing me on like day 2 of working on that, and like, think of all the music I've memorized too. Like, I promise you I can play guitar. It's just certain technique stuff I've just been neglecting, because there's only so much time in the day. I've been memorizing a lot of music. What do you want from me? It's time to start working on it though. Alright, but I think we learned enough from classical guitar for everyone.
Here's a great way to make your hands work so much better and to just train your hands to do what you tell them to. Instead of just playing it straight like this, all the notes the exact same volume. Instead, pick one note and make that note loud and make all the other ones quiet. So I'm just going to do my thumb.
Oh dude, facts. I've done a lot of work doing that. Especially like Giuliani arpeggios. You guys ever work on those? Once you get them down, you can pick one note like per triplet. By the way, how do you accent a note like that? It's not by playing everything the same volume and then just playing that louder. You should do it subtractively. If I want to accent I, I'm just brushing everything else. You know, whatever you want to accent. Villa-Lobos is a good one for that. And for Villa-Lobos, if you're going to accent one of them, I would accent the first note. And then the 9th note. So you get this. When I was first learning that, I was like naturally accenting the 8th note. Like that. Which is kind of weird. But now I try to do 9. It's another good arpeggio one, if you're learning that.
In classical and flamenco guitar, you have what's called the rest stroke. It's called a rest stroke because your finger goes through the string and comes to rest on the other string. Like
Dude, facts. Are you about to play a fugue?
this.
That, I'm not sure about the tone quality there, but... that one sounded more like mine. We could both work on that. Ugh. Alright, let's keep it going. Jesus, man. Yeah, what's the topic?
Are you ready?
Make this note. Don't become a victim of yourself, even if you have to fight the enemies that are within yourself.
Epic. What? Give me some on-topic rest stroke stuff.
And then from the big knuckle, we just push through right within our palm. What some people do, and this is not the great way because it doesn't sound good, is they hook it and pull up. This is not how to do it.
Don't even freaking do that, man. Your neurons are gonna get all confused. You just gave yourself vocal dystonia in that example, man. The fact that you did that once. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm a little bit depressed about my playing right now. I know I've been making progress, like especially after hearing yesterday's performance of Morel, Sonatina Movement 1. I mean, that thing, like, it wasn't bad. I'll pull it up right here. We'll watch it together. This is a weird episode, I know. Ads to my own videos. I hate it. I was supposed to be using headphones this whole time. There might be some phasing issues. Sorry about that. Something to keep in mind is that is hard. So I don't know, like, it's a weird kind of depression, because I know that when I look over, like, the past year, if you just look at where I came from with, like, episode 3 or whatever I started with, obviously I've made, like, huge strides in my playing just from, like, sheer work, because I haven't had a teacher. Like, I've had, like, a few guitar lessons just with, like, Chris, you guys saw those. But, you know, like, I'm just kind of out here just trying to figure it out, like, just using, like, my previous education and just trying to imagine what my teacher at the time would be saying right now, and just sort of following that. So that's why I'm excited to start grad school. Yeah, just with the rest stroke scales, like, I'm noticing that it's making my playing more refined, but it's really depressing changing the technique and being so slow with them again. Like, after a month of practicing them for 2 hours a day. So that's what I'm saying, like, I'm gonna come back in a month and do another rest stroke, like, little casual update like this, and we'll see where it's at. Let's see this guy.
One of my favorite things to play on the classical guitar is the rest stroke.
I mean, that was more than just a rest stroke. That was some other stuff, too.
Let me show you. I play through the string, so my finger comes to rest on the next string.
What did you play there?
One of my favorite things to play on the classical guitar is the rest stroke.
What did you play? I worked on that for 6 hours. I free stroked that, I'm sorry.
I and M alternation is the right...
Is hard. Too bad I can't legato everything.
way that we do this, nice curved hand.
You're obsessed with the curved hand, man.
What I explain to my students is to turn a little bit the line, this part, boom, but always with the left side, because otherwise the result is more in the flamenco style. If I only turn...
Yeah, we don't want that. Oh, God, we wouldn't be caught dead doing that.
And I touch in front of the strings, the result is like...
Oh, is that what it is? Dude, I just need to do that. What was that?
I turn, but then always two turn. One like this, one like this. In order to have...
Oh, don't break your hand doing that. Well, just to give you like a final conclusion to this, or this is like the start of something, I am going to give you my rest stroke scales at this moment. This is 70 BPM. I'll just do like a 1 octave C major. Here's 80. Here's 90. Here's 100. Terrible. I'll go to free stroke. My free stroke even starts to break down to 110, and 120 I just can't do. We sort of have an idea. My rest stroke, with the new technique, I've been practicing it for like 2 days. I can get it to like 80, like somewhat comfortably. I'll do a rest stroke update in a month, and I think we'll do 12 of them. This is the first one, and hopefully by the 12th one, we'll be at like a really, really nasty, clean 130, and like a kind of sloppy 150. I feel like that's plenty of speed for like most stuff that you'd want to play. Like, I'm someone who needs speed. Like, I always loved speed. That's why I loved like working on legato when I was younger. Like, I want that, but in a finger stroke so badly. I don't expect to ever go that fast, but, you know, I need something faster than 100 BPM, like, kind of shaky 100. That's, like, pathetic. So, that's what we're doing. We're working on that. Give it a month. We'll see where it is in a month. I set it for my calendar. Alright, well, I think we can pretty much wrap this one up here. Hey, want some guitar lessons? I'll tell you to practice scales. That's, like, pretty good advice. Hey, if you can't afford guitar lessons, practice scales. Or, become a member, and you can ask me questions, and I will answer them in the practice logs whenever I film them, which will be like 2 or 3 times a week going forward. Yeah, I kind of like this more casual reaction style too, because I feel like when I step up to the plate of the normal reactions, it's like very formal, and I'm like really trying to put on a show for you. I'm just kind of chilling with you right now, and we're just kind of watching YouTube shorts. This is just like what I'd be doing anyways, you know. So, can we learn how to play rest stroke from YouTube shorts? Kind of. I think the answer is kind of. Yeah, so guitar lessons, link in the description if you want them, or email in the description. Head on down over to Rootin's Delight, that's also in the description. Pick yourself up some merch. Pretty dope merch. New merch coming real soon. Some's in the mail for me right now. We're gonna see. I think that pretty much covers everything. I know it's Friday for you if you're watching this the day of, so have a good week. weekend, and I'll see you again on Monday. Bye.